This place is pretty run down.
No, this
it
is
is
definitely
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Remind you
Yeah.
of home, Kuvo?
Western.
Yeah, with the
A
old
radar jamming station
church
is
bells and
located
everything.
here.
And the
Yeah.
radar
The number
station
of
right in the
target
middle of
areas
town.
and enemies seem limited. Let's mop this area up ASAP.
Kuvo
Now-
wanted more. Kuvo wanted lots of shooty guns, so I
Yeah.
switched to a lot of shooty guns.
Giddy up.
Arizonans do love their assault rifles.
These guys might slow
I'm
me
dual
down.
wielding shotguns.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Now these are armored core ass designs right
Yeah,
here.
giant ass missile pods.
Michael Wilson. You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military.
Ah, yes, the good
And
name.
your reputation as a hero.
And now you'll die for it.
So they know it's the president.
Yeah, they never say how.
Yeah, like... well, see you later, I guess.
I want you to listen to this line
This is
delivery.
like starring in John Ford's My Darling Clementine.
Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
John Wayne wasn't even in that movie.
Wanna find
Oh,
out who
shit.
gets to play the
Old
cowboy?
Western fine, but
So they
So we got
basically, as you
Shaq,
see right
Paul, and
there,
Randy.
I did lose an orb of health, so I
I
guess
want to know
that's.
what Wikipedia page the developers came up to find that one.
I don't know.
Cannot be picked up due to radar trouble.
Uh-oh,
How
radar
about we make a
troubles.
fresh start by destroying the enemy's radar
So you
jamming
can kill him,
facility.
but the thing is, even though he's in range, you'd see my little squares weren't lighting up, so you pretty much have to
Right.
dumb fire to hit them when they're in predator
Right.
So yeah, it
mode.
doesn't lock on.
Yeah. So
And of course, the
it's
whole
actually,
game is based
That's
on
a
lock
radar
on.
jamming
the
installation.
level's not
The
very
best
big. There's like
medicine for that kind of
three
headache
groups of
is
target
having it
areas, and if
full
you go
of a
straight to the
heavy dose of
left,
lead.
you come across the main tower here on the left, and it's just, you destroy it and then their cloaking's down.
God, I love how you just
Now the
stand there
stealth function of the
and...
enemy's heavy
fire
special
your
mobile
guns
armor
point
is
blank.
knocked out.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
That's refreshing. Kind of like sunrise on an early summer morning.
Yeah, before it gets to 110 degrees.
This was the Martian. This was the
Martian?
mission that I farmed to. Slip of the tongue. Sorry. This was the mission that I farmed to buy everything, because once I got in the groove of this, I could clear it in like 1 or 2 minutes easily.
Damn, son.
Because right here, Blaze maxed out. So you just
Oh.
zip over. So you'd zip to the tower, zip over there, grab it, then go right down the middle and unload on them with very good weapons.
Destroy
seems
the
like-
entire U.S. military.
Yeah, giant mech shotguns are maybe a little cruel to use on a guy. Like, that's the kind
Well,
of thing
I
where
mean-
you have vaporized them. They are a fine miss.
Well, I mean,
like
the,
10
the,
guys.
the anti-personnel weapon of choice in this is a grenade launcher.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty
true.
sure they'll
There's-
take you to the head for that.
The thing is, every regular people are already made out of wet tissue paper, so it's not really worth using those.
No real reason to vaporize you with my shotgun.
I switched to 2 rifles here. The one in my right hand here actually bounces off walls, and I want you to watch what happens to this alien here, because this was a bit of a surprise to me, what happens. And I'm gonna probably be using whatever weapon did this a lot in the future.
Oh no.
So it kind of takes it down, regular speed, whatever.
Mr. President, the alien got away. Oh,
Alien's already dead.
He's got a ray gun.
Oh,
Mr. President,
jeez.
the alien
Yeah.
has been
Oh,
brought
he's
down.
got a ray
Now
gun.
you've captured
Never
him.
mind.
Not anymore.
how did it kill him so fast? Did it reflect
I
into
don't
he
know.
nuts? Like, what?
Was it like
Yeah.
bouncing off his head into him?
If you look at the stats for these guns, they aren't very impressive, honestly. And you see their lock-on area. These are like the 2 best assault rifles, but their lock-on areas are so tiny. It's like, why fucking bother when the machine gun is just so much better?
I love how none of these mobile armors have done a thing to you since you destroyed the first.
Yeah, they
like,
follow
relay
you,
station?
but they're not meant to be, a massive pain in the ass. The level is pretty small.
You know, like they just popped up right over there, but it's kind of like, boop, all right,
Yeah.
oh, see you later, Mr. President.
My first playthrough took me a good deal longer because of just bad weapons, and they seem
Right.
to stay right in the middle. So this kind of surprised me how they were following me around here.
Oh, good. Thank God you have a
Destroy
shield.
all
You were
the
getting
target
close
areas.
to taking
The
some damage
enemy and
there.
special
Oh, yeah.
mobile armor
The
are
background
all
music's been playing the whole time here. It's boring, so I put in something different.
A+, thumbs up.
Yeah, I was expecting those like 3 mechs that cloaked and had a shit ton of missiles to actually be a pain in the ass, but they
Right, to
haven't done
actually
anything.
like attack you with more
If
than like
you-
a single machine gun
That's
shot.
Randy all over.
Oh, that's right. So all of the bosses in this, they're named after famous athletes. Guess which one the top is? Misspelled, of course. Also, watch that tank! Watch that tank! Watch that tank!
Ah, the spin tank. That famous athlete, Ron Paul.
Randy Newman, famous.
Yeah, Randy
I was
Newman.
gonna say that.
Andy!
Are that good?
Randy.
Major.
This guy says Peyton. I don't know why he says Peyton.
Not Peyton.
I was like, Peyton?
Peyton. Where's Eli?
How stupid!
I agree.
It isn't really emphasized here till later,
Randy,
but these guys were actually your old squad mates. You don't really get that vibe, do you?
No.
No, they're just randos and mechs. I guess
Well, they
that's how
called
they.
him. I guess they called him Major. Was the
Right.
thing?
Yeah.
So that was the idea.
Yeah, but
was
there wasn't any
implied.
like character build up.
That goes
weren't
into
asking
the
why he was
slang
doing
right
this or
here.
anything.
I was
Yeah,
mentioning
no,
betraying
they-
and stuff.
There was no real mention of anything like this.
I'm
Whoop.
sorry, Shaq. So for some reason, he's just not using his missiles
Well, Shaq's bad at free throws, so.
Yeah.
because they're supposed
Good
to
old
stop you from
Shaq
closing in
Ono.
on them. And I kind of took my time, and that took me,
All
about
enemy
6 minutes.
Special mobile
Right.
armor units have been put 6 feet under, Town Marshal.
You just murdered your friends.
How's it feel
Mr.
to be
President.
an Old West hero?
It feels bad, Jody.
Not too good. I'm not the hero type. I'm just doing my job as president.
Oh my god.
Fighting the armed services.
Leading, fighting. Are
Do
they
you
really
think-
that different?
I mean, in all fairness, when the president is acting like this, I think he needs someone like Jody, right?
True.
Like, he needs someone to be like, yeah, no, good job, all the time, but like,
Congratulations, Mr. President.
but very sincere because she's fucking
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Jody, you are a national hero, I guess.
Oh yeah, after last Apple episodes, I looked up that Funkadelica soundtrack. The OST for this game's nowhere, anywhere. No one's
Does
ever
not
ripped
exist?
it. No one cared.
Any word
Wow.
from the resistance?
Yes, I'll play
God
it for
damn
you
it.
now.
Ah, tiny flag.
We applaud and appreciate your efforts.
Metal
Our
Wolf,
membership has started
congratulations
to
on
rise
killing your
one
friends.
brave soul at a time. I'm putting all my efforts into our activities, hoping that the day we revolt will come soon.
I can't help but be
I'd like to
suspicious
see
of this
that
guy.
day, too.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
I feel like a mother hen here.
What?
Okay,
I don't know.
President. Ready for the next battle, Peter.
Jody said that like that was a bit much even for her. Okay, Mr. President.
Operating out of a massive helicopter base constructed in the Grand
In-
Canyon.
okay, yeah, that's where the
enemy
bases are.
helicopter units continue
It makes
to
perfect
approach the
sense to
American
put a
West.
flying thing at the bottom of a
The
canyon.
target area terrain is sure to be confusingly fierce because the enemy army has taken over guerrilla bases from the Arizona insurrection days. Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1-mile-deep ravine.
Noted.
Use artillery with long-range firing effectively and destroy all the target areas.
Jody,
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
tell
do
you how to
that?
do your
Mission
job.
note by the call name? Operation Arizona, blood and gunpowder smoke.
Yeah.
And Godspeed, Mr. President.
Said it a little bit too enthusiastically.
Also, a little too long for an operation name, really.
Yeah. It's gotta be punchy, you know?
So their AI was a little weird. This was actually from my first playthrough, so you can kind of see how shitty
That
my
you're not
weapons
doing
were.
any damage to them.
Yeah. Also, the video was like 9 minutes. I was like, well, I could throw this in there, I guess.
Oh, Shaq's taking some damage, I guess.
Why didn't she go with Operation Blood Smoke? That'd be a really good
Yeah,
operation
really.
name, right?
What
yeah.
about what about blood and gun smoke powder?
No.
Smoke powder.
Well, smoke blood gun powder.
I mean, was raising Arizona too hard to do?
My fingers were crossed.
No bullet.
You have limited ammo too, right?
Running out of ammo kind of happens with the... Well, you'll find a good weapon or two you'll like.
Going somewhere.
Oh,
Whoop.
anyway,
Did you add this, or...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Running out of ammo kind of happens a lot. Especially when you find a weapon you really like.
I'm glad that you found the bazooka that has faster rockets.
Right.
They're still really slow. That really good one fires 3 of these fucking things. It is really good at just melting targets. This is like the bottom rung one.
This is tiny baby bazooka.
In all fairness,
Yeah.
the lowest bazooka is still the highest weapon.
That is true. The lowest among you shall be tops among bazookas.
Nothing is stronger than a bazooka. That's a fact.
What about 2 bazookas?
That's just
definitely
as
stronger
that's
than
just as strong as 2 bazookas.
Yeah, it's sort of like how infinity is equal to infinity.
Yeah, you're already
But
capped.
what if you go to 2 bazooka faster, just like you go to infinity faster?
Oh, you're
I mean, I
talking
guess
about
technically
taking
some
the,
infinities
Are you
are
talking
bigger
about
than
taking
others.
the derivative of bazooka? Integral bazooka. Every bazooka is integral, Gian.
What's the change in slope on this giant bazooka here? Oh god, Shaq, don't stand there.
Yeah, it's the fourth quarter. He's getting tired.
He's winded.
He's a big dude, man. It's impressive he keeps running as long as he does.
Yeah.
There's a lot of muscle to move in that body.
He sprained his pinky toe.
He nurtures his skin. Shaq, no. I can't believe you've been traded.
2 more enemy missile cowboys still remain.
Enemy
Okay.
missile cowboys. Okay.
I
Right.
like the name of Missile Cowboys.
You know, why wasn't this Operation Missile Cowboys? Come
I
on.
don't know. That's why I also put Sunset Riders in here.
Beautiful. And then they sort of just stop.
Yeah, the final one. Oh, tank trips.
Whoop.
The final guy uses a lot of missiles. I think they'll have the same AI and stuff, but I don't know.
Now, do the missiles have like a shitload of knockback or something?
There's just a lot of them, so if you get hit by a full volley, it'll take one of your, life things. And if you aren't
Right.
collecting all of them or doing a good job and you fight this early, well, that can
You're
hurt a
not
lot.
nearly as invincible.
Yeah, but I played through it on hell mode, and I still didn't, get damaged at all. Most of it was
Right.
because he wasn't firing off missiles like this.
I mean, his AI looks broken. He's just standing shooting into a wall.
Paul.
Well, maybe he has a plan.
You're having some problems here.
Paul, please.
Oh,
Paul, the saloon, just because they kicked you out, you don't...
I fight better when I've had a few.
He get kicked out. He's just staring inside at his friends. Like, I don't know that guy.
Dude, we still had drinks. We couldn't just walk out. Stop being such an asshole, Paul.
You guys, I was waiting in my special armor mobile suit for like 20 minutes.
Paul, get off the roof. Come on. You're drunk. Let's go home.
Paul, I could have given you a cigarette. You just
I
had to
just
ask.
want to be a cowboy. Get off
Paul,
the
they're
roof,
calling
Paul.
the cops. We gotta go.
Paul, we gotta go. I want to be a cowboy.
Paul, we'll go to another bar. Well, just come on.
It's the last time I'm ordering you Appletinis.
Oh, great. He's throwing up in the alley again.
Another missile volley goes to waste. Just because Shaq died in a fiery explosion doesn't mean you gotta go crazy, Paul.
Shaq wanted to be a cowboy.
Take me to Shaq's grave.
It's right there. It's a burning pile of slag. Fire department still hasn't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to make use of old footage in future missions. This is just because this mission is so short.
Yeah, no, it really seemed like there wasn't too much to this, especially when you had super OP weapons, and
I mean, like, I could see this area working really cool if these guys, like, flew around real fast and hid
Right.
behind buildings and
Yeah.
had good AI.
If
but
they
they're just
actually
standing
tried
there.
to fight you.
Yeah, it would have been really interesting if they actually chased after you at a good clip or something.
Right. Even if they could just move like your mech moves, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. It just has to be, like, not this right here.
I mean, mech cowboy standoff is pretty dope just by
I
itself.
just,
Right.
I
That's a
just
good
want
setup.
this mech to wear like a mecha cowboy hat or something. A real missile cowboy. Come on.
And also, like, from playing the Armored Core series and stuff, like, these guys are moving about 5 times too slow.
Yeah.
From has made other games where the robots move faster than this.
There
Yeah.
are later fights, a couple in particular, where you really see mechs of your size with really good AI, but in this case, they're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Metal Wolf moves at about the right speed. Like the boost is a little
Right.
slow, but like it's about
If
there.
they
but-
moved like him, it would be a much more interesting level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bosses at this point, because it's still the beginning of the game, the bosses are still kind of flimsy,
Fair enough.
because the game is still trying to introduce you to things. There are some later that are kind of not flimsy, but not fun either, but that's...
But that's a time for Railgun,
Actually, yes.
is what you're saying.
Here comes a couple of cowboys.
It's like we got us a cowboy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Cowboy.
Say cowboy for 5 minutes. And I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Cowboy.